I'm a risky guy. I take a lot of high risks, but with that being said, I also offset it with some solid kind of really grounded picks. So like, for example, like when we go through these six, I've got, several that are my solid picks that may be a little bit higher cap, or, that will be battle tested over the time. So, but then a nice little balance of some degen picks where, hey, I know a lot of people say I'm in it for the tech. I'll tell you what, I'm in it for the revolution, but I'm also in it to make some money.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily. My name's Austin, joined by Metaverse expert Jchains. Thanks for joining me, man.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you having me on. It's been fun to know you for so long. Exciting to be on your show.
And we met for the first time in real life. We've been on many conferences together, but for the audience at home, and the reason I wanted to have you on is because you host a daily show called Meta Money, where you just go over NFT projects in the metaverse, whether it's land buys, crypto projects, who's implementing. So that's what we're going to talk about today, all about the metaverse.
Awesome, man. I love it. Yeah, it's a special ecosystem. I think, what's happening in Web3 it's huge, right? And I love being a part of it and being able to focus on that where, I feel like, crypto is awesome and that's why I'm here. But if you look down the road to where the metaverse is going and how NFTs integrate with all of that, potential is massive. And I'm super excited to be a part of it, man.
Let's just start actually. What is the metaverse? And then why are you so passionate about it? You have a whole channel for it. Why?
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you say that. Actually, one of the articles that we talk about, I don't know if you remember, it was on my live stream today, or we do a night show at 8:30 p.m. Eastern called Web3 Under 3. And so it's just 3 quick hits, 3 stories. And something that came out this weekend was Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, said, he really likes to understand everything that he talks about. But one thing that he thinks is that no one really understands what the metaverse is. You can't really define what it. But to me, the metaverse it's obviously, if you've seen Ready Player One, that's the end goal. Like that's what we're trying to get to, the super interoperability place where you can go escape reality or play games, work, communicate, chat, all that kind of stuff. It's just an alternative reality where people can go and be anything, do anything.
And before we get to your top 5, 6 picks, like what characteristics in general do you look for in a quality metaverse besides users?
Oh, I mean, that's obviously, the community that's the number one answer, right? Toxic communities can destroy a project and destroy an ecosystem. But for me, there's a couple of things I look at. I'm a risky guy. I take a lot of high risks, but with that being said, I also offset it with some solid kind of really grounded picks. So like, for example, like when we go through these 6, I've got, several that are my solid picks that may be a little bit higher cap, or, that will be battle tested over the time. So, but then a nice little balance of some degen picks where, hey, I know a lot of people say I'm in it for the tech. I'll tell you what, I'm in it for the revolution, but I'm also in it to make some money.
Relatable, and I want them both. So let's jump right in. Obviously, is it safe to assume Sandbox and Decentraland are on the list? They're sort of the blue chips, or what are your picks?
Absolutely. So with the solid pick being what it is, I mean, everybody's got their own style. Everyone's got their, look and feel. For the first solid pick, for me personally, it's ApeCoin. It's the native currency for the other side. It's, you can buy Bored Apes, Mutant Apes, the Kennel Club, whatever the ecosystem that is Yuga, ApeCoin is accepted. And so to me, that's my number one pick. But really how I broke this out is the tops, right? It's ApeCoin, it's Sandbox, and it's Decentraland. To me, those are going to be the top 3 metaverses, at least, maybe over the next little bit here on Ethereum. But with that, everybody's got their own style. Like maybe the voxel style is what you like. You're a little bit younger than me. I'm 40 years old. I don't like voxel. So I like hyper realistic.
What is that? Is that the square block things?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So that's like, Roblox, Minecraft.
Got you.
Like I want to start let me tell you a joke and you can tell me. You guys could probably edit out if you want to.
Never.
But Decentraland, it's that voxel style. So I want to start a strip club called Squareolas.
Outrageous. I think it's a good joke.
Anyway, So with the, for the first solid pick, like literally for me, it's ApeCoin because of the other side. But depending on your profile and what you like and aesthetics and what looks good to you, it's either Sandbox or Decentraland. I think that, for anybody to make that their top pick, any one of those, you're not going to go wrong.
Okay, because you said ApeCoin is number one, I want to do, if you have time after this, we're going to do a whole nother like 10, 12-minute video just on that ecosystem. But basically, it has the strongest community, and they're implementing, that's, to me, the only difference between ApeCoin and like Sandbox is Sandbox has awesome partnerships. I'm bullish on their partnership program. They just partner with everybody. But other side Metaverse, like sort of like built it from the grassroots, just based on the community. Is that the biggest difference?
Yeah, and I think it's kind of set itself up as more of a luxury brand at this point, right? Like now you can buy a Tag Heuer watch, you can go to the Gucci store, and you can spend ApeCoin on that stuff. So like you can't go to those stores and buy Sandbox, or Decentraland, so it is setting itself up as more of that luxury brand, which I think is kind of cool. Obviously, I have a mutant. I think I'm a long way away from getting a Bored Ape. And I want to get a Kennel Club. I think, at the end of the day, and the reason why I pick ApeCoin, and I'm looking forward to our conversation about the other side, is that Yuga Labs under promises and over delivers. And I think that's something that the community has started to expect. Is that a good thing? I don't know. But what I do understand is that they've done that a good job of bringing that to the community, and the community rallying around what they do.
Is it, obviously, if you know what you're doing, it is advantageous, but to you, do you develop land in the metaverse? And I guess, is the only reason to own land in these metaverses is if you plan to develop?
Well, it really depends on the ecosystem or the platform. Like for other side, from what I understand, you're not going to have to build. What you see on your other deed is basically your inhabitable place. That's your spot there. But what you can do is use the resources to create materials that you can then sell, or to make new things. And then there's a town center where it's basically the marketplace. So you can buy, sell, trade, earn ApeCoin on all that stuff. So, if you want to go in and make some money, you can do that. If you just want to go in and play the game, you can do that. There's a couple of Cardano metaverses that are coming out where you actually do build your domicile. So it really depends on what you're looking for, I suppose.
Let's delve into the degens. Obviously take on way more risk, but I'm in it for both. So what, more lower cap projects excite you?
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing that, I know Ben BitBoy has said it on his channel. We say it on ours that, obviously if you do look at the file sizes of Sandbox and what's going to be happening to file sizes in cloud computing in the future, coins like Filecoin are almost a no-brainer. However, it's like a 1-point-something billion market cap. I found one called Crust Network. Now, how I found it is really funny. On our live stream, we do it Monday through Friday. We look at our top 3 coins, and usually the third coin is a community pick. Every Friday in my house, I have pizza. So one Friday was looking for pizza-themed cryptos, and I found Crust Network. And then I started looking at it more. I'm like, wait a second, this is actually smart. This is like Filecoin, but with a much smaller market cap. And I think it's got something like, I don't know how many tokens are in it, but it's built on Polkadot. It's in that same realm of the file storage and cloud computing. So like, think about the file sizes for Sandbox. I mean, those things are massive. You need a supercomputer right now to run that. But, that's why you harness cloud computing. And I think that's going to be a big bet in the future. So, we talk about the solid picks and the degen picks. The solid pick there would be Filecoin, but the degen pick is Crust Network for sure.
I don't often think of the infrastructure coins. To me, I wouldn't peg that as a metaverse coin, but that is very smart to go after the infrastructure of what these large databases need.
Yeah, absolutely. And so taking that step back, and I'm glad you said that, to be honest with you, because, when I was putting together my list of the coins that I'm looking at, the metaverse is such a pipe dream right now. It's, if you watch a trailer on a metaverse, that's literally all it is. The studio is paid $20,000, $30,000 to make a sizzle trailer that's going to get you excited, but they really have nothing developed at a particular moment. Some metaverses probably won't ever come out with anything. So to put all the eggs in the basket of a metaverse that might not ever come out, I thought, is a responsibility of me to say, hey, listen, let's look at some of the other industries or the tech that is underlying or help building the metaverse. And that's where we can find some opportunity.
Dude, did my mic just get better? I just switched to the good mic. Does my voice sound way better?
Angelic.
Oh my God, dude. So I hate when the sound isn't good in the first 10 minutes.
No, you sound pretty good.
Okay, guys, let me know down below if the sound just got infinitely better, or just your thoughts in general on some of these picks, because I am loving this reasoning behind all these. I think you named 4 or 5. What are the last 1 to 2?
Yeah, we'll go with a few more. So like, obviously you need a decentralized exchange for anything that you're doing when you get into the metaverse, whether it's a metaverse where you're going to earn coins in their ecosystem or whatever. So for me, that's PancakeSwap. I think, anytime that you convert anything over to a BEP20, I think that it's faster, cheaper, and then you can get back into your ERC20s or, whatever blockchain that you prefer. But so I think you got to have in your stack a decentralized exchange that you are invested in, because that's kind of the way the future is, decentralization. Now, a couple other picks that I'm looking at, another building is MetaHero. They've partnered up with Everdome. To me, Everdome, that's the metaverse that will set above them all with the hyper realistic. Let me ask you a question. When you go into the metaverse, say you're going to talk to your grandparent or you've got a business meeting, do you want to talk to a purple dinosaur or do you want to talk to a person?
I would love to talk to my grandparent in any sense. They're dead.
Well, yes, same with mine.
But to answer your question, rest in peace. I want to talk to the real person.
Yeah. And so like, that's why I feel like, that hyper realistic metaverse is really going to set itself up in a different level once we get to that point. So being said, MetaHero, what they're doing is really putting a big focus on high level HD scanning of in-game assets, avatars, all that kind of stuff. So to me, I think that just, even on like a B2B level, that's going to be way above what you're seeing some of the other, voxel studios put together. And again, that's that blocky pixelated style.
Question on the PancakeSwap pick, because obviously that's a thriving ecosystem in general, BNB. Mm-hmm. But do you like, if you had to pick a secondary ecosystem for the metaverse besides ETH, you'd go with Binance as opposed to Cardano or Solana?
I mean, Solana, until they can figure it out and stay running, I wouldn't put my eggs in that basket. Now, however, that does give you a good investment opportunity, right? Because they're still working the kinks out. Once the kinks do get worked out, then you might see that thing rip. But if you look at other decentralized exchanges, like say Uniswap, I think Uniswap's market cap's like $600 million, maybe even more. Whereas PancakeSwap is, I don't even know if they're at 50 million yet or something like that.
I just want to make sure that's your number 2. If you had to pick a number 2, you'd go Binance and then 2 spot.
And then Uniswap.
No, I thought ETH would be first. I'm talking ecosystems in general. Ethereum has the main ecosystem for a reason.
I'm an ETH maxi.
I love ETH. And Binance is your number 2?
Correct. Yeah.
All right. I like it. Guys, I want to, yeah.
And then I was just going to say, for like an actual metaverse.
Yes, dude. Yes. Oh, Binance.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I think the market cap is so small. What is it? It's like I don't know what the market cap is, but I know that they have probably one of the smallest supplies of coins that you can imagine. There's only 10 million tokens.
For which metaverse?
Illuvium.
Oh, whoa. I did hear a lot about that on Twitter. I feel it has a grassroots community.
Yes. And once that market cap gets a little bigger, I'll tell you what.
Woo. All right, Justin, I want to have you back, 4-6 weeks. We'll revisit some of these projects. I guess just the links for your channel, your Twitter down below. I encourage the audience to check it out. And also our deep dive on the Altcoin Metaverse dropping same day. But just final thoughts to the Altcoin Daily audience.
Well, what's the name of your community?
Altcoin Daily Army, I guess.
All right, the Altcoin Daily Army. First off, I want to thank you guys for allowing me to be on the channel. Austin and Aaron are two really good friends in real life and in Web3. So I do appreciate you guys having me on the channel. Guys, the metaverse is so far away. There's a lot of opportunity. So make sure that when you do your research, that you are doing your deep dives, look into some of these projects to make sure that the teams are not serial bad actors in the space, because we are so far away from realizing what a true metaverse could be. But do your research, find the projects that work for you, stick to your risk strategy, and let's get it, baby, because it is on.
Love it, dude. Appreciate you.